Hello everyone, friends and family. If you like my videos, please like and share and make a comment about what you think you like about them. So anyway, yesterday we made a raspberry pie, black raspberry. And today we got to have some bread. I feel like some fresh bread. So that's what we're going to make. I'll be getting my stuff out. My recipe calls for 2 cups of warm water. This bread is easy. Things are really easy when you just know what you're doing. So 2 cups of warm water, but I'm going to do 4 because I'm going to double the bread recipe so that I'll have dough to make some pizza. Anyway, this is kind of hot. It says warm. See if we can make warm here. Yep, it's too cold now. You ever have that problem? Okay, I'm going to do 4 cups of warm water. Be about right there. Okay, that's 4 cups. A little over. You know what? I better put this in a red bowl and do it because that yeast is going to bubble over in this. So I'm just going to put it in my red bowl because you're supposed to put your yeast in warm water. So since I'm doubling my recipe, I'm going to be putting 2 tablespoons of dry active yeast. Okay, I have my yeast. I'm looking around for my stuff. I have my yeast. I buy this at the Mennonite store. It works perfect, and I just bought new yeast. So 2 tablespoons. Oh, wait a minute. It's gonna be 2. Yeah. So we'll do 2 and a little more. Well, maybe just 2. There's 1 tablespoon. And here's 2 tablespoons. And just a little pinch. I always like to add that little pinch for some reason. I'll put this back in the freezer because that's where it goes. And I am going to add, my recipe says, okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to this so it'll activate good. Probably a teaspoon and a pinch. Okay, some people are really active on their stuff, but I like to add that little pinch. I'm going to stir this around. Let it stir around a little bit in that warm water. Okay, and we'll just let that sit and activate. Now, let's do I put honey in mine, so I'm going to do 1/4 cup of honey if I can find my There they are. I got them hanging on the wall. I dropped one, but I don't need that one, so. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to use some of this honey. I don't think it's not open, so I won't use that. Not been open yet. I'll use this little Subi honey, 100% honey. And I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of honey to that. Hopefully that will fill that up because I don't want to open that other one yet. I let one of these upside down on the cupboard and somehow it was leaking out and it got in the cupboard just a little bit. And Dan came home and he seen all that sticky. He started cleaning. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "That's leaking out of the bottom of that." I was trying to, it was Dollar Tree honey, real honey. And it was in a little bottle. So let's just, whoa, I'm going to drop it. Put this in there. I dropped a little bit of that. You might have to open this. I don't know how you open it. Wait, something you gotta open. Supposed to protect it, I reckon. See if I can get my knife out. It must be over here. I switch things around sometimes. Let's see if we can get this little thing open. This is glass, not plastic. This honey is in glass, and that's why I like it. That's why I wanted to get it. We'd have to go up there and then stomp. Interesting. There. Now, let's try this again. I'm going to pour just a little bit of that in here to make up for the other. There we go. It's a shame I lost some down there into the sink. Okay, now give that a little stir bit. That's already starting to rise. So let's get busy on the other. I think I need to, while that water is good and hot, I need to go ahead and put some in here. Some Dawn. That way if I need to wash something real quick, I'll do it. Get my little buddy out of there. He's smiling all the time. Okay, put this up. Back up here. Now, I'll save this and turn it upside down because I know it's closed. Alright, that's enough water. Now, here we go. Leave this for 10 minutes, see if it's foaming. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Alrighty. 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So that would be 4 tablespoons. Yeah, I should have done more honey, but that's enough because I think with that it'll be enough. So I need 4 tablespoons. You ever double your recipe and forget you was doubling it in the middle when you, yeah, I do that sometimes. 2, 3, 4, so that's right there. That over here. in the microwave. Melt it. 2 teaspoons of salt. I think my salt's way back here. Yeah, I'll just use the salt shaker. We know how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and put two cups of that would be 4 cups. Yes. So let me see here. So it's doubling the recipe. So I'm going to be putting 4 cups in first. I want to use this stuff up here. Down almost to the bottom. 2. 3. 4. Okay. 2 teaspoons of salt. So here we go. So that'd be 4 altogether. Double batching it. 1. 2. 3. 4. Okay, with that being done, see how simple this is. We're going to, I always pour it on top of my mixer. I think it's still plugged in, yes. All right, now we're going to do the 2 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Get this mixed around in here. It's hot. Whoops! How you like my little blooper things? That's hot. Yeah, it's hot. Okay, I got the 4 tablespoons of butter. And really, I need 8 cups of flour. So I think we'll go ahead and put them in there. Because this Bosch is good for doubling things. It's really good. So I'll do another 4 cups. Remember, we're doubling our recipe. 1. 2. 3. 4. Alright. Now with that being done and said, okay, we're supposed to mix this first. Okay, but look at here. This is already activating. It's all foamed up and ready. So I'm going to pour that in there. And we're going to get started here, by golly. Whoops, put this on first, Pam. Show you what it's doing here. See how that kneads that up all of a sudden? I gotta put 2 more cups in now. So I'm gonna have to lay you back down. Okay. I need a spatula. A spatula. I think I'll use this one here. Purple one. Now I need to put 2 more cups in. I'm just kind of whisking the sides here, or spatulaing them. Alright, you can do this with a regular mixer or with your hands. Get me a drink. 2 more cups. So really for one recipe, you're going to be doing 5 cups altogether. So we'll put 2 more in there because I'm doubling it. White lily. Oh, come on, now get in there. I'm just not doing it right. Okay, let's do this. See what it does here. Oh, why that water is going out? Oh, it's because I don't have it in there right. All kinds of stuff going on here. Most of the time when something don't work, it's because I'm not working it right. Okay? Just to let you know that. A lot of people wouldn't admit that. But I'm the Pamela, so I do. Okay, this is getting kind of... Wow, that thing looks like a miracle. I think I'm going to put about a half a cup for you. I don't want it to be too... Seeing how that steps up a notch because it's doing its job. It's already mixed in there. I'll give you the consistency of this so far. It's sticky, a little sticky yet. So that means we're going to put little more flour in it. Because I just kind of guesstimated at it. I just threw it in there. Force that sticky off. Throw a little bit more in there. Sometimes the weather will do this. Depends on the weather, humidity, and all that good stuff. We all bread makers know that. We'll get a little more in there and see what it does. Starting to mix up good. You can tell on the different sound it's making. I've got it on 2. It's kneading the bread now, is what it's doing. Yeah, I'm starting to ball up. Well, I could show you, gee. waterproof. See, it's starting to ball up. Back down so I can see what we're doing here. I think this is good. Do I have oil somewhere? Yes, I have oil. I'm gonna have to find a bowl to put this in, gee. Tear him away. Oh. I'm gonna have to put him in a plastic bowl. I have a big bowl, but man, I hate to carry that thing in here. Hold on. I am hoping this is big enough, because I've got a way bigger one in there, but whew, it's something else. Okay, let me oil my hands again. All right, let's get this out of here. Whoops, no, Pam. You got to oil your pan. Think right. Save trouble later. That's a good message, isn't it? Just think right, save trouble later. Okay, got my hands all ready to get this out of here. This dough, it's a big bunch, but I'll tell you, the Bosch mixers are great on big batches. Get you out of here. Tugga, tugga, tugga. It's heavy. I mean, who don't like playing with bread and dough? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Always did like playing in dough for some reason. I even played a lot of Play-Doh with my kids and grandkids all them years. And we made Play-Doh and we made slime and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, here we are. It's just the right consistency, and I'm going to try to ball this up. It's going to be a big ball, like a soccer ball maybe. Make a lot of bread, pizza dough. Things are easy to make if we just do them, you know. Just say, hey, I'm going to go in there and make some bread because I got a good recipe, and I'm going to do that. Now, I can't hardly hold it, it's so big. See? It's just a good consistency. I bet you if JC was here, she would really get into this. Okay, I'm going to put this down in there. Plop it down in. See what I got to do next. Okay. Cover bowl with plastic wrap. I don't know if I got enough of this. I've been using this all the time trying to get rid of it. I'm going to have to use 2 pieces because it's not going to go all the way over. That might do it right there. It's trying to hide on me, so I know it's getting close to the end. Hey, boy. You hide. Oh, well. You could Okay, you're supposed to turn your oven. Mine only goes down to 170. So I'm going to turn my oven on to 170 and let it come up to that. And then I'm going to turn it off. And then I'll put this in there because it'll be just enough heat to make this rise good. So let me turn it on. Put it down to one. I turned it off, Pam. Right here. Take it down as low as it'll go. Okay, it's on 170, and I will start it. Open oven door and put the bread in the oven and leave the door open. So I'll be leaving the door open once I get that to 170. And I'll put this bread in there with the door open, so it's not going to melt anything. Here, oh, here's a big thing of bread. Phew. Oh, I forgot some. That's a whole, almost half a roll there. Ah, this smells good. Okay, now, while we're waiting on that oven, what I do is I clean up a little bit of my mess, especially this. Now, I read all the instructions on this, and you're not supposed to put these parts back on until they're completely dry, because you don't want anything getting down in these parts, which makes a whole lot of sense to me. Get that clean. Stick it down in here, and then I'll stick it over here on this and let that be drying. Meanwhile, we'll clean the bowl. As soon as we clean that other bowl we didn't clean. We got room for so much, Pam. You can make fun. Like, you can have a lot of fun in the kitchen. I went outside and sat on the porch last night because I have not been out since this snow came. So I just went out and froze myself on the porch for a while. And of course, when I came back in, I was happy to be in because my face was freezing. And I didn't have any gloves. So you know what I did? I put my mitts on that I used for the oven. And that's what I had for gloves. And I thought, I bet people go by here and think I'm nuts. But if they only knew how I needed to get out. I started to walk over to the car, and I don't know what to tell you. The snow is like hard. You never know when you're going to go way down in or up, and I'm not going to balance myself like that. Things like that. I'm not going to do it. So I sat out there and let myself get good and cold. I only had a jacket on. And boy, it felt good. My husband video called me. And he said, "Are you outside?" I said, "I sure am. I'm sitting out here on the porch." He doesn't care. It's just that he's seen me. He's seen the porch. He said, "Be careful. Be careful." Okay, now I can wash this. But first, I want to wipe this off because you do not use chemicals on this at all. Because when they made this Bosch, they made it just so all you had to do was wipe it out and wipe it off. So that's what I do. Wipe it out, wipe it off. So we're going to have bread after a while. If you got any ideas of the bread, put it in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I know y'all got friends. But the thing of it is, let me know in the comments, for real, if you would freeze these the balls I have left, the bread, would you freeze the balls to make rolls, or would you, well, make the rolls and freeze them, or go ahead and make your balls and freeze them for pizza dough and stuff like that? Because I've always made my bread, and I'd freeze it if, you know, after I made it, because you put it in the microwave for about 15-20 seconds, and it's like you just took it out of the oven. You got bread, voila. Fresh, homemade bread. Okay, I didn't get it all the way clean. I think that's clean enough. No, it ain't. Every time I get done, I see something else I need. These little ridges are something else to clean. But I clean them every time. I don't want old stale dry stuff in my new stuff I make. For a mixer like this, it should be taken care of very well. So now I'm just going to set this right here behind that, and just let it dry out for a little bit. This is what my wannabe I was going to use, but I couldn't. Okay, let me wash this off. This is dirty with dough. I'm sure y'all want to sit here and watch me do dishes, but I got you in Dan Pam's kitchen. I might as well just do whatever. Whatever it takes to get this stuff done. Okay. So there's another thing that's clean. That goes over the top to keep it from flying up. And this one here is another cover that goes on top of that. I didn't have that on there, but I cleaned it anyway. And you just stick that on top of that. See? I'm going to leave it like that so it'll dry better. There we go. Well, we got a mess over here. This goes in the trash. This goes in the freezer. This here goes in the freezer. Okay. Now we'll see in the stove. I gotta move this cutting board I washed and put down there. Okay. Now, let's open this stove and see if that's, well, shoot. I had this in there. I'm just going to bring it out. Ouch. It's hot. I don't know if I got room or not, but I'll see. Oh, my goodness. Heavy. Now I got the door open. And I've got that in the oven with the door open because it said leave the door open on my recipe. So, I see something else that needs to be cleaned. This window needs to be cleaned. New stove, don't need that stuff on there. Clean it, Pam, clean it. was younger, I used to see people's cook stoves, and if it was electric or whatever, any kind, they would have all kinds of grease and stuff on their stove, and I always thought, you know, good cooks might as well. Never thought a thing about it. Okay, I'll let that water out. I'll wash this thing off here. Hi. Hi. Okay. No, I'm not crazy. I just been in the house for a while. Boy, it was really bad up at the cabin when we lived there. Oh. You had to think of things to do. I'd always go outside and sit and what was that? Something lit up. I'd always go outside and sit and watch the smoke come out of the chimney. That's supposed to be open, Pam. Open. You're supposed to turn it off too. Boy, I'll tell you. I had the door shut and never turned the oven off. And how you